Yo, I'm down with the kids. Welcome to Fate of Isen. No, I don't know what my energy is today. We're gonna find out.
Who gave Jules caffeine? It was one of you.
Right? So close to bedtime.
Irresponsible.
Yeah. You know why I did that? Because you guys out there in Streamland couldn't hear me. That is a special just for podcast listeners.
Yo.
All they could see was me making hand gestures as I pressed things in the background. It was good. So, hey, kia ora and welcome to Pukapukurua, Fate of Isen. We are a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition podcast made by a bunch of Kiwi comedians, proud members of Kiwi RPG, Kiamu Whakatau o Aotearoa, tabletop role-playing from New Zealand. We kōrero paki, we tell some jokes, hopefully save the world, and have a whole lot of fun along the way. Thank you for joining us today. If it is your first time visiting Isen, then welcome. For all of our fighties, you know what? They are fighties today, who are coming home. That they need you. Our sidebars need you today more than ever. Things are not looking good for the sidebars right now. So just to mix things up a little bit, as they introduce themselves, I'm going to get them to tell you not only who they are and who they're playing today, but how they're feeling. Like, give me an emotion or a moment in time as this is all going down for you. And then we'll repost our scene for the listeners in case this is the first time they're listening. Although if this is the first episode you're listening, go back one. You're in the middle of the action. So let's meet the sidebars. Take it away.
Kia ora, I am Jules, ko Jules tuku ingoa. Oh my gosh, immediately flubs. Kia ora, how are you? Tell me how you are in the podcast. No, I play Bardley. He's a bard and I'm here. And the feeling I'm feeling today is, when it's like an animal film, like Free Willy, and they're like, get out of here, you big, dumb, stupid animal, go, get. That is the feeling. That the kid yelling, get out of here, I hate you, but they love you.
Okay.
That's it. I'm sorry, I'm choppy.
It's all good.
Yes, but Big Willy, indeed. Are you the whale then, or the kid?
Yes,
no, I'm the kid.
Which one of you?
Like, are you Big Willy the kid emotion? I mean,
Free
Big
Willy,
Willy the
right?
whale emotion?
Free
or
Willy.
Free Willy.
It is Free Willy. It's a Freudian slip.
I'm waiting for that cowboy hat to come in. Big Willy the kid.
He was a whale. Whales are big. I think it's the emotion that's all caught up in that moment, right? Like it's the push and pull of not necessarily the kid, but that whole when you're get out of here, I hate you, but you mean something else. You're actually filled with love, and he's sending them on its way because that's what's best for it, not what's best for him.
Okay. I'm confused by that, and I'll figure out who you love and are saying goodbye to soon, I guess. Who's up next?
We're going alphabetical by character name would be your boy. Kia ora koutou, ko Severin toku ingoa. Ko Dexter Clementine. Aho, he's a monk, punchy boy. And unlike Bardley, Dexter has no love for this creature. He is currently getting dragged, trying to get Kirby'd by this thing. But I think the main feeling Dexter is feeling is fear, apprehension. He's been within a creature before and almost died. But also, he's also feeling like it's beatdown time and is ready to throw some hands and confront his fears head on this time rather than just kind of go and limp in a weird tree monster.
That's fair.
Did the creature give you the big willies while you were inside it?
I mean, he could just keep punching. Like, there's no rule against that.
Punch it from the inside.
Maybe there is, you don't know, but we'll see.
Run the spleen.
I will take spleen chat, right?
The willy's like a feeling.
Spleen chat.
I'll hit the
I'm
spleen,
Erika.
the spleen.
Oh, the spleen. I'm Erika. I play Taryn Grimm, Water Genasi sorcerer, and Taryn is free, but is very nervous. Has just seen Granny disappear, and is panicking. And other people are trapped, and other people are being Kirby'd and sucked into the gaping maw. And Me, I'm just trying not to have that nervous poop energy. It's gonna go well, yo.
Very fair.
I thought so.
Yep.
Sorry, we're gonna brown paper bag it right at the front, but
Okay. Brown paper bagging, big willies. What is happening today? I am your DM Jules, Jules from NZ, and I'm nervous because honestly, this monster seems to be taking it to the team, and I'm only partially in control of that. The roles will be what the roles are. Yes, I homebrewed the monster, but I can't be held responsible for what happens after I birth something beautiful. Let's go.
You can't hold me responsible for my own decisions.
Yeah. Oh dear. So, let the chaos of the episode today reign is all I can say. I'm very excited about it because where we left things, the fashion show had erupted into chaos when the enchanted garment, once a stunning masterpiece created by Kale Nightwing, suddenly came to life. Its silken tendrils writhed like serpents, lashing out at the audience in a frenzied attack. And the model, trapped in the middle of this darkness, had been helpless as the fabric coiled around her. Dexter Clementine slides now desperately towards the gaping inky maw at the center of this thing, struggling to break free, while Bardley dangles helplessly in mid-air, caught by twisting tendrils. Taryn's eyes wide from watching Granny disappear, gasp in pain on the stage, only just escaping the suffocating grasp of the garment. Now, with the show teetering on the edge of disaster and our sidebars looking at, for sure, certain doom, several audience members even still grasped in that deadly chill and sequence, the heroes are left to face the growing threat and the dark force that has been unleashed on this wearable arts event. What will they be able to rescue? What will they be able to survive? Let's see. Dexter is up first. Now, obviously,
Howdy.
Dexter, at the beginning of this turn, the slide continues, and it looks like that at the end of this turn, you're going to end up inside this thing. But you have a limited moment to do something before finding yourself swallowed by darkness. You can already see your feet are starting to disappear into that inky blackness. So this is happening.
Yo, not a fan. I can imagine Dexter's looking like if you've seen the music video to Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai. Like he's just sliding but staying like very postured up. But jokes aside, because this is serious and there is the mortal danger. Okay, so there's seemingly no way for Dexter to get out of the slide. He feels like fairly helpless in this moment.
Yeah, because you failed the saving check previously, you are being pulled, regardless of your feelings on the matter. Like, you can't seem to stop that, but you have, limited control over your function as you slide. That's kind of where you're at. It could change dramatically once you get to the final of wherever you're sliding to. You might find that changes, but right now, that's what's happening. Yeah.
Right now, he slide. And then how far away from this creature can he just punch and try to get out of it?
Well, you're grabbed by darkness. It's very odd because it feels kind of like fabric, because it sort of has that remnant feel of fabric, but it also just looks like shadowy darkness tendrils.
Gotcha. Dex is grabbed by the darkness. He believes in a thing called love.
That's true.
And these tendrils seem solid enough to grab him, but solid enough to just punch out of the way.
You have been
force through this.
You have kind of been making contact with fabric that sort of broke up into these bursts of shadow. It's quite odd. Every time you make contact, that's sort of what bursts out from it, rather than it being all fabric. Yeah.
Okay. I think as in desperation of not wanting to be pulled, Dexter's just going to swing out wildly, spend my second to last key point to do a flurry of blows at just the massive tendrils that are pulling him, and try to see if he can dislodge them. I'm imagining them kind of like a sling, almost? Am I along the right lines? Or are they kind of more separated?
No, they stretch out and then kind of branch, so, it could be kind of like a sling.
Okay, if that's the case, he's going to aim for kind of the middle of it, kind of behind him, so he can then try to fall back.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to roll 4 attacks. Mercifully not individually. I do care about our podcast audience this time. That is in descending order a 24, a 22, a 16, and an 11 to hit.
Okay, so the top 2 hit, the bottom 2 don't.
Yo!
16 didn't hit.
Oh!
We're learning more.
Damage is damage, everybody.
Yeah, you punching like a crazy monk as Zephyra squeals in pain as, you know, she's being contracted, like her ribs being grabbed and squished by this thing above you. She got grabbed from the audience.
Okay. Easy. That is 11 plus 6, so 17 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And can I get it to make a strength saving throw, DC 13? Oh, I think that'd be a dex save. It's worded weirdly, where the cutoff between strength and dex is. Essentially,
14,
I want to try to...
not 14. I was trying to do 4 plus 13, and 14 came out. So that's 17.
Plus what?
Yeah.
Well, I think for a new character, I might not go a human. I might go one of the more fantasy races.
Like ragamuffin?
I'm leaning towards turtle. I'm leaning towards Grabble right now, you guys.
Yeah.
Which is a joke only people in the room are gonna get. So wonderfully relatable. So yeah, unless there's any kind of bonus action-y kind of stuff I want to do.
Like that. Like,
I feel
I'm
like the context is
Grabble,
very easy because it's just that Jules said Grabble
podcast.
instead of Grapple.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of what I did. I know, Flurry of Blows was my bonus action. I can't imagine I have movement, so that's your boy done. That's your boy Grabbled on out of here.
He is grabbled on out. See crew, see what happens when my monsters are beating them up. They make fun of me when I confuse grab and grapple. But that's okay because
I want grapple. Bring grapple.
Is my wearable air ragamuffin's turn, and he gets to wrap somebody, which is fun because he only grappled our Bardley previously, so now he wants to wrap. So it happens automatically to a grappled creature. So he grabbed you last time, so this time he extra grabs you, and you feel these tentacles kind of constrict around your ribs, right? And you're pretty sure if it pulls any further,
I feel
really
like I didn't
hurt.
get a. Did I not get a chance to react when I was grappled? I feel like, did I react to being grappled?
Yeah, it's a grapple is a free when they slam you.
Oh, okay,
But-
I get it.
And so this time, what he does is he uses part of his action to wrap, like really tightly. So it increases kind of the grab. Essentially, what this is going to do is at the start of its next turn, you're just automatically taking damage now, which is fun for me.
Okay.
And then it wants
I'm increasing the grab.
Yeah, increasing the grab. And then it wants to reach out and grab Taryn back because Taryn tried to get away. So it's going to try and slam you with its tentacles. And I rolled a 10. Does a 10 hit your AC?
No, because I cast Mage Armor last time, so it's 15.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, so it tries to reach out this tentacle and thinking that, you're prone on the ground. Damn it.
Even worse, thank goodness.
I rolled a 14 that time. I got close, but not quite. Because I have advantage because you're on the ground. But yeah, he makes a couple of attempts to sort of grab you with its tentacle and you're just rolling around on the floor, just sort of getting out of the way. Yep. And that is its turn currently. Perfect.
Ooh, actually, no. You get me on the second one. I didn't cast Mage Armor. I was looking back at my things.
Ooh, okay. So I did
First one
roll
misses,
a
but the second
14.
one... Yeah, first one misses, second one hits.
Okay, so slam is 6 damage. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage as this, tentacle made of darkness and silk comes flying out at you and just wham! It hits you way harder than material should feel as it hits you. There's no pretty floating on this. Bardley. So, everything feels
Present.
very tight and not great. You could use a action to try and escape, but it would be your action move. So you can either use your action.
I know exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to Misty Step.
Perfect. Yep. Is that a bonus action or a full?
Yeah.
Bonus.
So I'm not quite sure where a good place to Misty Step 2 would be. Like, where am I? Where's the creature's just on the middle of the stage, right?
Yeah, in the middle of the stage, yeah. And right now, like, Dexter is sliding towards where they were presenting the winner. Like, that's kind of where this model was standing. And Taryn is sort of part the way down the catwalk, you know, situated, right, like, as, you know, they're doing their turn on the catwalk.
When I do my little strike on the catwalk.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, I might try and Misty Step behind Taryn then, just for, like... safety in numbers and getting away from the creature. Sorry, Dexter.
Yeah.
I'll come to you and say, Granny's gone. Granny's gone.
Gone, Granny gone.
Granny's gone, true. And then can I just, like, throw a dagger at it, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh.
Distance hit.
That's not magical, though. That's fine. There's nothing else I can do that would be helpful. Yeah, okay. I will try. Cool. 23 to hit with the dagger.
23 hits.
And then 6 piercing damage.
Okay, which obviously goes down to 3, but it is still something. You've already done more damage in one round than you did in the entire session last week. So well done, everybody.
Yo,
not for lack of trying.
3 times as much damage.
Yes. No, I think I threw like one dagger. I think that was the only successful thing I did last time.
Thunderwave, which actually, as you look around the room where this wearable arts competition was set up, there are a lot of people, like, either unconscious or maybe dead on the floor that weren't grabbed by the ragamuffin. And maybe that's because some of these are commoners and they don't deal well with being slapped with a whole lot of thunder damage. So that could be problematic later. Yeah.
Oh no, have we done a war crime?
We'll have to see. Actions have consequences. But yes, okay, cool. So, perfect. Do some damage. Misty step over and kind
actions.
Of... Rude. I know. Taryn, you're up.
Okay, so I'm not grappled.
Nope.
Right? Dexter's not in the moor yet? Or is officially?
Is like in there now, like head up, like, I mean, technically this doesn't happen until the creature's turn, but it's like head up, you know, neck stretched out, that last gasp of breath before, you know, the water swallows you kind of scene. So
there's no arms that I could, like, loop something around, because it feels really bad to loop something around a neck.
Fair enough. No.
Okay.
I've described it. We're going with it.
Potentially effective.
Sorry, fam. You're staying there. I'm going to go for the monster. Otherwise, no. I've got lightning lure. So if I get within 15 feet, I can lash out a lightning energy to wrap around what it can see to pull you 10 feet towards me.
Yeah, Dexter taking some damage might be better than being in a moor.
Yeah.
A moor does not seem like a good place to be.
I didn't think so. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So can I have a strength saving throw, please?
From Dexter?
Yeah.
Apparently.
You can
I choose to fail?
Usually I think there is a provision for you're able to choose to fail.
Well, what strength does he have as a head and a maw? Just
very true.
What strength does he have with his head and a maw?
Get that embroidered on a pillow.
I was going to say that's a t-shirt.
Yeah. We're going to become the maw bars after this.
Sidebars.
Yes. Yeah, I think Dexter would allow this to happen. He does not want to be there.
Okay, cool. So with that, I can attempt to pull you 10 feet towards me.
Okay. So he gets...
That's only damage if you're within 5 feet of me.
Which you are not. He 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, so you won't actually take that damage if I can get you out of the moor.
Okay. What I am going to do is I am going to roll off against you with the... Because you're trying to pull Dexter when this thing is trying to grab hold of Dexter.
Okay.
So I rolled a... Well, how's the 13?
Against my strength?
Yeah, against your saving throw or whatever, or strength.
I'll just roll a quick saving throw. I rolled a 14. 15 minus 1.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll say that you can definitely pull him 5 feet towards you because you're winning in this battle.
Okay.
It's not ordinary grabbed. You're fighting here. There's some kind of magical, almost Dexter is unable to resist it kind of effect. So he's actually sort of unintentionally fighting you because he failed an intelligence roll to basically get sucked into this thing. So he doesn't know that he's making it difficult. He feels like he's trying real hard to get to you. But yeah, so you pull him sort of 5 feet out. So you give him like just a little bit, you know, of like maybe his arms and his shoulders pop out, but like his chest downwards is still kind of in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Which actually gives him an action in the next turn. So, you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's something. You better hit this time though. Sorry.
Everybody turns to look at where Granny was, and Granny is still absent.
Oh no.
Then you hear crunch above you as Zephyr goes limp in the like tentacle arms, because like their chest is just being grabbed and grabbed and grabbed and crunched and crunched and crunched, and she looks like she's still kind of breathing at the moment, but maybe that's not gonna last for much longer.
Yo. So Dexter is a free boy? He's a free bird?
Well, you've got arms. You don't have legs, and you probably can't move.
What?
You know?
What happened to my legs?
I could only help so much.
Yeah, this darkness is actually about 10 feet kind of wide, so pulls you back out enough to sort of get halfway out of it.
Is Dexter able to pull himself the rest of the way out, or are the shadows resisting?
Nah, you're still mentally fighting this. You don't know that you are because you failed the save.
There's big meanie. So Dexter could get out if he believed in himself. This is hard.
Pretty much, honestly.
I do believe in Dexter. I do.
Also,
I do.
Guess him up.
The next saving throw happens once you've been swallowed. So, like, until you either get swallowed or this thing
Dexter a
dies.
fairy?
Oh my god, spoilers. Is he a what?
Fairy.
Yeah, fairy.
Don't out him like this.
Like Tinkerbell.
I think, again, Dexter
Peter
just...
Pan.
Only I can tell you what you are.
There are no gods in this world. They cannot tell Dexter what he is. Again, not to just keep hitting that same button, but it's been my last key point to do a flurry of blows. Just punch out at this thing in the hope that it just eventually stops moving and doing all of this kind of stuff. So that is 4 attack rolls. Oh, not too bad. So 16 didn't hit. What does a 17 do?
A 17 hits. Made
Yeah,
speeds.
boy. Yes. Oh, so I just missed before?
Yeah.
Despicable. And heartbreaking. So 3 attacks hit.
Okay, perfect.
I rolled an 18 and a 19 on the other 2, not including the modifier.
Nice.
Please be high. That is a 13 plus 9. I didn't sign up for this to do maths. 22?
22.
Points of magical bludgeoning damage. As just Dexter, torso down, covered in shadows, just like leans up and just starts trying to punch his way out of this thing.
Yeah, and as you are doing this, and every time your fists connect, right, like there's this like shreds of darkness kind of, I don't know, like peeling off or something off this every time you make contact with what should be fabric, and you sort of punching off this dark tendrils every time. This isn't how you punch. Come to the live stream to see how not to punch. But every time you do that, and so you're actually starting to see now some of the fabric actually is starting to look like fabric again, and not without that, you know, weird, mysterious, misty darkness. It's kind of coming back more into itself.
They're just gonna say, we should have gone fishing instead of coming to this fashion show, you guys. Why can't we just have like a nice time in a lake?
We do.
Fashion, more like fishing.
More like, I'd rather be fishing.
Gone fishing. Gone fashion.
You get one of those hats for Dexter from now on.
That's got to be the next magical item we get. It's a bumper sticker for our cart that says, I'd rather be fishing.
The anti-anxiety fishing hat.
Yep.
Bass Pro Shop.
This ragamuffin, having struggled so hard to try and like eat, swallow, whatever it's trying to do to Dexter, and just being constantly like damaged by this like thing that's hurting it, and you see it kind of like almost spit Dexter out. It's like aggressively just, you know, like,
yes.
and it comes bowling across and absolutely just takes both of you out, standing at the end of this stage. Roll me dex checks against Dexter. Roll me a Dexter dex check.
Wait, against me?
Yeah, because it's using you as a weapon, spitting you back out.
Am I rolling as well?
I mean, I guess so, to avoid the bludgeoning damage too.
How does a 3 sit with you?
How does a 3 sit with you?
Yeah.
That's going to be a damage, yeah.
Is this a saving throw?
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh, saving throw. I did check.
Oh, sorry. Yep, wording.
Yep,
Saving throw.
A 12 is mid.
Oh, I did a check too.
How does
see
a
how
4
it does.
Yeah.
Even better.
The DC is 14. So
So pretty close, right?
Yeah, pretty close.
It
So
just
anybody
hurts
that
when Dexter doesn't make it. It's in
I
his
know.
name.
I know.
It's like if you had Stronk McGee and he should make a strength check.
Anybody that failed takes 8 bludgeoning damage as all of you just get poofed and just like fall over. You're all prone, kind of lying on top of each other. And this ragamuffin.
I got a 24.
Nice. Okay, so you managed to get out of the way, only taking the
Hold my
4.
ground.
The 4 bludgeoning damage as it just sort of like this craziness clips you, but you manage to stay standing.
It like clips me and I do a flip.
Nice. Off the stage? So like
into like the audience aisle. Like it like clips me and it like throws me airborne and then I flip and land and like do the the gymnastics
Nice.
check.
Tens across the board. Yeah.
Yep. The unconscious slash
10 tentacles all across the stage.
I was going to say the unconscious slash maybe dead audience members all suddenly hold up cards and then go back to just what they're doing.
That's impressive for the dead ones.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where's the necromancer?
It then grabs the very unconscious Zephyra and swallows her.
No!
Yep.
Oh,
It
no.
didn't. Punchy Boy was too hard. This Zephyra was nice and limp, and swallows it into the darkness. Yep. Seems to be somewhat like recharged by that. Not heaps, to be very clear, but somewhat like recharged by that, and sort of gains a bit of something going on.
R.I.P.
Was
Dexter's
Zephyr the one
girlfriend.
that Dexter was flirting with? Was that the sister?
The costume, the Cloud Cave, yeah.
Yes.
No. Our costume
her.
bay.
And just kind of like this.
That was your spaghetti girl.
If the garment could grin at you, that's what it seems to be doing. As it's like darkness forms a little bit again, and the dress is kind of covered again by darkness a bit more. It doesn't seem to reach as far as it was because Dexter really gave it a hammering, but it's sort of starting to grow again.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's with these homies dissing my girl?
All right, Bardley, you're up. Taryn on deck.
I would love to cast Leomin's tiny hut around myself and as much of the like people as I can.
I'm just gonna leave. Okay.
Why are you investing in real estate?
There's more. Because the monster
What the
can't
hell?
come through it and it won't eat any more of our compadres. If I'd put a hut down
This is
sooner,
not
who
wrong.
knows what would have happened with Zephyr, but I didn't really have the opportunity. Or I did, but I was stupid. I would like to cast that, and then as a bonus action, I would really like to cast...
I will
not cast,
remind
what
you
is it?
that Leomin's tiny hut does take a minute to cast, so you're going to be casting this for 10 rounds, if that's the case. Just
Oh,
Oh,
gee
no.
whiz. Okay.
Way to
Okay,
rules
maybe I
lawyer.
don't do that then. Yeah.
it would be so broken if it was a combat spell.
Yeah. Well,
No, you're right.
because then you could summon it like over someone.
Yeah, but they can leave. I think it's whoever's in it can leave, but people from outside can't come in. So it wouldn't be very effective if
Yeah.
you put it on someone, I reckon. But I could be wrong.
That's true.
For my bonus action, I'll go back and think what I'm doing first, but I would really like to spend one use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 8 temporary HP to 4 creatures.
Yep. Who are you granting HP to?
Probably my fellow Sidebards if they need it, but also there's 2 more there, so I was gonna give it to Zephyr when she was getting crushed, but I can't see her anymore, so just whoever looks the deadest.
Okay, well, there is one more audience member still being grabbed. Yeah, so there is another audience member that was grabbed in the tentacles. They look like somebody kind of rich. You hadn't spoken to them before, but, you know, nice clothing and right in the front row.
Rich, never mind.
Yeah. Seems to be being crushed also, so you could give some HP there. Yeah.
Like a true comrade.
Yeah, I will give. I'll give them some HP, and if there's anyone I can stop from dying in the audience that is affected by my thunder wave, I feel like I should try and do something there.
Yeah.
I just don't have anything that's going to be too useful.
So that's 8 temp HP?
Yes. Yeah.
Each of you, though, importantly, can use your reaction, if you have your reaction, to move up to your speed without provoking an opportunity attack. So you can now move if you wish to move. That is the other thing that the Mantle of Inspiration gives.
Okay, so it's a reaction, so it has to be outside of your turn. You can just leave.
You can just move up to your speed. You are so inspired by Bardley in this moment.
We all can. Mm-hmm. Oh, easy. I mean, Dexter's already quite a bit away if this thing's run away from him.
I think I'd stand up.
Yep, because you're a prone, so yep.
Wait, I know it's been a minute, but would Dexter get an opportunity attack as this creature runs away?
It's not running away. You are running away.
Okay, it did use me to bludgeon, that is true. Bastard.
It used you as a weapon.
Dexter is a weapon.
Yeah, I'm just going to shove a dagger at it again when I can as well.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Go for it. Roll it up. It is your turn after. They're just using their reactions.
Shove.
Yeah. Shove.
Yeah. I figured this was the best. 17 to hit?
17, yeah. 17's the number, yep.
Nice. 7 damage.
This clothing screams in pain. It's a very odd kind of screaming sound, like fabric rustling on fabric, but just like at such a weird, high, strange pitch. And for the first time in a long time, and well, you know, it's only been a few rounds, so only a few seconds, but you catch a glimpse of the model. Again, terrified and screaming in the center of all of this. Like, the darkness peels back enough that you can see her just in there. Yeah.
Wait, are we hitting the model and not the garment?
Oh, no! Are we the baddies?
I don't like this. Are we the bad guys?
I did tell you she was in there. She's never not been in there.
Yeah, but like wrapped in like darkness.
Yeah, but it's eating people. Yeah, I thought we were hitting the outside of it, not the inside of it.
Maybe you're not hitting. Like, it's really hard to tell if she's screaming in like pain or just terror or like, you know, what is the screaming.
I'd be screaming too.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so where is Theatre of the Mind? Where is creature? Where are we? Dexter would be like within it.
Because you were thrown about 15 feet. The length of one of these tentacles, it has to be 15 feet to get you, right? So like that's kind of what the distance mainly has been.
Okay. Dexter, can I use my reaction to move to the knocked out body of what's her name? Bad guy that started this.
Oh, Kale Nightwing.
Yes, yeah. And if possible, put his unconscious body between myself and this creature. Mm-hmm. In the hopes to, on my turn, see if there is anything on his person that could...
stop this or...
stop this. Does he have an off switch?
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Okay. Cool. And Taryn obviously stood up. That was like half your movement, but you do actually still have half your movement, same as Dexter.
Yeah, I'll just move that half out of the way of the tentacles.
Yeah, so backwards a bit. Yeah.
Just back, but still on the stage.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you're teetering on the edge, right on the like lip where it crosses down. And this one doesn't have any cool stairs at the end. It was just like an edge. Yeah. Cool. All right, so Taryn, it is your go now. So that's where we find you in your turn.
Okay, Taryn's going to cast Chaos Bolt at 2nd level at the garment, trying to avoid the person inside as much as possible. And if I remember correctly, I think I've still got an inspiration from Bardley from last session I didn't use, so I might, depending on how this goes, include that also.
Cool.
We're going to include that also.
Oh no.
We're not going to hit also. In total, it makes it a 14.
Does anybody have any inspiration to
I
share?
do have an inspiration.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Use it or lose
Oh
it.
my gosh.
For real this time.
24.
Yeah.
Yes!
I hit something.
Okay.
I actually
Alright.
hit something.
How much damage does this second level Chaos Bolt do?
So it's 7, and I choose a force damage.
Nice. 7
So
force damage?
7 force damage.
Tell me what it looks like when the last of the darkness is peeled back from this outfit and you are left with a model wearing a dress. What does this look like?
Is it? I don't think it's like Matrix stuff, but when they sort of get shunted out of the body, but the garment's kind of shunted off of the model backwards with the force.
Oh, you're talking like a Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
yeah.
sorry, yeah.
With Tilda Swinton kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of
Yeah.
gets pushed through with the... Yeah.
I need
Nice.
a time zone. Nope.
Yes, absolutely. And so this is what happens as Taryn reaches out with this chaos bolt of force energy and it connects. And this garment was already screaming and angry and getting more and more see-through, more and more bright, which is obviously not what it was trying to do. And you just force the last of this darkness off this outfit, and the model just sort of screams one more time and then sort of goes limp and her eyes sort of roll back into the back of her head and she just falls down poof onto the floor next to Kale Nightwing. Again, still seems to be breathing the same as Kale, but out at the moment, which might be a blessing comparatively. Yeah. And you are out of initiative. Now, the other thing that happens as you push out this darkness, this last piece of darkness, right? It's not all of you see this, but Dexter definitely does. Being behind this thing, you watch as the essence of something else kind of coalesces, something bright and shiny and airy kind of pushes out with the darkness, and then slamming against the wall, all broken and crumpled, is the body of Zephyr.
Dexter's gonna run straight up and try to lift their head and kind of prop them up a little bit, see if they're still breathing, still alive.
Yeah,
Can I also do a healing word as soon as possible?
Yeah, 100%. So, you can start running in that direction, getting ready to do that. There is a scream behind you, Dexter, as Aurelie sees her sister looking all crumpled and broken from behind you. And she's breathlessly trying to climb the stairs, but she's so sick and weak. And this was so awful, and she's just screaming, Zephyr! No, Zephyr, no! As she's climbing the stairs. So, Bardley, you are running towards the scene. So what do you do?
Yeah, I just because I can do it for who I can see within range. So I'm be okay, be okay, be okay, and try to heal 8 points.
Nice. Yeah, so you reach out this, and Dexter, it's odd. You've seen magic healing before. It's not instantaneous. It doesn't just fix bones. It just sort of restores enough breath, enough something, while the magic slowly fixes what is going on in there, and it is painful and awful. And so Zephyr comes back and she's still because her body is so broken and she's just crying out in pain.
I cast silence.
Yeah. Muscles and bones and things seem to be and things are moving like worms underneath her skin. It's horrible to feel,
Oh,
Is that just from where bones have dislocated?
bone fixing juice from Harry Potter?
Ooh,
Pretty much like that.
Yeah.
It's not instantaneous, but you can feel things slowly moving, and it's so odd and awful because you're holding her,
Or animorphs when they're anamorphing.
Yeah. Sorry, should have put a body content horror on this episode, warning on this episode. Yeah.
So true. Put it in post on the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank Brad, it'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah, but she does seem to be at least breathing. You know, like, even though she's, like, barely conscious because the pain is just so much.
Yeah. Dexter's gonna lead out like, shh, stop moving. You don't need to do anything right now.
Is it possible to also bonus action another healing at her?
Yep, 100%, yeah. It's like, it kind of like weirdly speeds up some of that process, and so she just screams one more time and then passes out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you want me to roll a d8 for that, or do you want to do that for her?
No, that's fine. She has pretty limited HP, so you probably like full healed her by now. Yeah. But it's just going to take time.
And three other random people around.
Yeah, so you can kind of just like start sort of, you know, healing anybody who's breathing. You do see people here that are not, you know. Some of them actually like just older folks. Maybe they just like literally had a heart attack or something in the stress and the chaos of this. Some people
should have done a lightning bolt, not a thunder.
Yeah, some people.
They might have started their heart again, though.
I can just help with that if we need to.
Yeah, but I mean, like, some people look like they might have just been trampled in the rush to get out horribly. Like, this was a horrible scene. You're looking around here, and this is gruesome and sad and, like, horribly tragic what has happened here. And you look back at Kale Nightwing, you know, as Orally, like, cradles her sister on the other side of Dexter, and he lies there just breathing. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Stick with my original plan.
Have a little cry.
Zephyr's down. Have a little cry, do a little dance. Get down tonight. I'm gonna search, what's the name, evil guy who started all of this. See if there was anything upon his person.
Yeah, I mean, like, in his pockets and things, you find the standard detritus of someone who, you know, was ready to put a garment on and fashion show. There's, like, pins and safety pins and thread and, you know, all sorts of little bits and bobs and pieces. Nothing really that would signal, like, hey, I am your doom. It just looks like a guy who put on a show.
I also have some rope in my backpack. Can I tie this fool up? Mm-hmm. Just hands back, feet together. Yeah. Citizens arrest.
I encase him in Lemon's tiny hut, except I don't because it wouldn't help.
Yo, you got a minute.
You at least would know where he was until we moved out of it.
Yeah. I mean,
he can leave. Like... Yeah, that's true.
It looks like this guy was also sort of injured a bit, obviously, because you remember doing it, and before he went unconscious. So potentially, if you're wanting him to wake up, you may have to do something kind of similar.
Punch him again.
Wake up.
I mean, to Zephra, but okay. You might have to heal him a little bit or something to get him to...
Punch
Zephra. Are you doing anything else? Like, you've tied him up, you kind of propped him up, I imagine, so that you're ready to ask him something. Are you doing any other preparations before you, like, wake this guy up to...
Because, Dexter's got a water skin. He's going to, like, douse the face, be like, hey! Okay. But I think he's going to look towards the rest of the party to see if there's anything they want to do.
I could potentially do a zone of truth.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, how do you do a charisma save when you're unconscious?
I mean, you'd wake
True.
up in it.
How charismatic can you be?
Yeah, I guess you'd wake up.
But that should be with
in
disadvantage,
it, right?
for this lack of ability to...
Look,
yeah.
Honestly, I can't do anything after I just wake up.
Yeah. I mean, like,
exactly.
you'd have to do a charisma.
I could either do Zone of Truth or I could try to charm.
Zone of Truth, I think, is spicy. I like it.
Yeah.
Because I think this guy's going to be evasive.
Okay, I've never tried it before and I've failed every time I've tried to charm, so why
well, he's
not?
unconscious. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, because there's a fact
Yeah. All right, let's Zone of Truth it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does this look like? Because Zone of Truth usually takes some components and bits and pieces, I think, doesn't it? Verbal and somatic. Okay, so what are you saying? What are you gesturing to make this thing?
Yeah, I do a big finger. You do a big willy? No, a big finger pointing into the like at him, and I'm like, liar, liar, pants on fire. Tell the truth, or burn in a pyre. There we go. That rhymed, so you know it's good. Okay. And the truth.
Nice.
Whatever you say at any given time, people are more likely to believe it if it ends in a rhyme. Am I right? Okay.
It does feel like it matters more.
Yeah, nursery rhymes. I think that's true.
Yeah, you cast this zone of truth and you look around. Are you guys all in it, by the way?
Ooh, would Dexter know to stand back?
Are we in the zone of truth?
It's a 15.
I could say
radius.
stand back.
So it's quite
I
a
don't think
long.
I would.
Yeah,
like
it's a 15 foot. So
I will say, yeah, unless you specifically
I don't
tell
think we
Dexter
have anything
he's
to
just gonna
hide.
stand there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll
Very
make a
true.
charisma
well, it's
throw
probably
to
good
see
to
if
have
you-
like a wide radius so he can't just
Yes,
run
I
away.
think
anyway.
everybody
Yeah.
make a charisma throw to
trust.
see if you have to lie, like have to tell the
tell
truth,
the truth.
or whether you can. You know.
Okay.
You can, like, to be clear, you can still be evasive. You can still try not to answer stuff, but you just can't lie if you fail.
So
Yeah.
how does the 16 hit you?
It's Bardley's save.
16 is fine. Yeah. It's 15. So if you get more than a 15, it'll be fine.
Easy done. Dexter can lie to his heart's content.
Sure.
I'm not going to be in the zone. I'll just be.
I
on
also
the
rolled
outskirts
16.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to
But you're
roll.
fine.
It's coming
Is
from
this
you.
guy?
Yeah.
You've cuffed him. Regardless,
roll them, yeah.
Is he just like cuffed or is he like tethered to the ground somehow?
Cuffed. So hands behind back and then rope around that. And then rope also around
Does anyone have
ankles, which-
dispel magic?
I do have dispel magic. Would you like a dispel magic?
Maybe you might want to dispel magic before a zone of truth, unless we've already decided that that's happened.
Yeah. No, you've
Yeah.
already done a detect
There was
magic.
magic. Yeah.
Yeah, and
On
and
him
you
in
didn't-
particular?
Well, you already like did a bit of a feel around for magic.
It was
aura.
weird
There's
stuff on
nothing
the
going
dress.
on with this guy.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Let's
I think he
just
got knocked
zone him
unconscious
and question him.
quickly for someone magical.
Yeah.
So it's probably the object.
As you throw water in his face, we still doing that plan to wake him up?
Yeah, I think after the zone of truth, I said Dexter's just go.
Yeah, okay. Kale Nightwing's eyes snap open and his feathers rustle with agitation and pain as he sort of sits kind of upright with his arms behind his back there. And you can see his dark plumage gleaming as he glares at you all. And his voice is like hoarse as he says, "What?"
What do you mean, what? Why did you create a big evil attacking dress?
What? Do you think I did this for fun? Do you think I wanted this chaos, this destruction? And he's like trying to like gesture. I've spent months, years waiting for the chance to speak to the ruler on high, to demand answers, to find her, my wife. Where is she?
Ooh.
Question: are there any like sky authorities around us, or are we the most like
The Sky Police?
the highest authority? Yeah, are the sky police around,
Like, you
or are
don't
we the
see
highest
anything
authority?
in here?
We can't see anyone.
But to be fair, this fight happened like in the space of like a minute. People are probably
Just now,
still
yeah.
getting the authorities. Yeah.
Maybe we should send someone to get authorities, so that we're not in trouble as much. I'm not sure.
Is there like a security guard that we could send to get the police?
Well, I mean,
Or
you've got
authorities?
Aurelie's like bodyguards.
Yeah.
They were sort of looking after her, so she can. She looks up and she's like, "Just take one of them." You know, she's very distracted. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Nightwing, sir. You wanted an audience with the big high-up person to try to find your wife. Why would you not just work with the person that won to ask these questions? Why did you not ask them nicely to say, hey, while you're there, maybe bring up my wife? Why did it
And
have
he-
to be a big evil attack dress?
He snorts. Like
Also,
at
he
that,
won.
and he looks over.
Nah. He came second.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remembered that.
I don't know why I didn't remember that.
Yeah, he looks at Aurelie and he's like, "They all pretend, don't they? Like." Her disappearance, like everyone's disappearance, is just something to gloss over. Like it doesn't matter. I've been ignored, sidelined, like my loss was some trivial thing. But not anymore. No, not now. This garment, this creature, it was the key. Don't you see? The competition, the prize. It was my only chance. I was going to win. I was going to get in front of the ruler on high and I was going to grab him and I was going to make him tell me where she is. And he's like panting and sort of just like looking around like this empty space, like he's going to be able to like find his wife somewhere here. Like,
Okay, I think we've got a lot to unpack
It's
here.
annoying because literally we came here to investigate this exact thing and could have helped him. Like, we would have been on the same side, and we also don't like the weird shifty government stuff that's going on, but you literally could have come and talked to us and we would have helped you.
You think I care about anything? You think I care about the people that were destroyed here? I didn't help this thing destroy everything. I just used it. No one else will help me. I
think you very clearly
myself.
care about your wife.
I care about her.
It sounds very lonely, and you might get more done if you have community to help you, which we're here to do, and we can still do it even though you're probably going to go to jail, Sky Jail for this. We're still going to help you find your wife, because we're the Sidebars, and at our core, our sweet little apple core, we're good. And we're here to help.
Did you say Sidebars?
Yeah. He leans towards you and he says, I will burn this world to the ground if that's what it takes for me to find her. If you're smart, you'll stay out of my way.
I think you mean the sky.
I mean, that's a lot of big talk for someone that I could have killed with my fists.
He looks over at where the garment is and he's like, no matter, I'll find something else.
Where did you find this?
What is the garment?
I found it. It was part of... He doesn't seem to be able to, like, express part of a deal, something.
A deal with whom?
The darkness. And at this part, he seems confused. Like, he's in the circle of truth, and he's trying to at least be honest. But
do you know
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like the darkness. It doesn't matter where it came from. I used it to do what I needed. It came to me when I needed it.
Where did you find it?
In those strange shops in the back alleys. It was
which
there.
Ones?
It wasn't.
Tell us. Give us
wasn't
names.
There, and then it was there, and it wasn't always like this. I made it like this. It was something else before.
Where did you go? Shadow monsters are us?
Ha. How did you make it like this? The darkness showed you how to make it like this with magic.
I am a established wearable arts designer. Do you think I can't make a garment look fabulous?
I'm not questioning your ability to do it. I'm asking how and what way. Yeah. I want you to describe it much in the same way that a lot of costume competitions, you actually have to say what you did to the garment to get the judges' critiques on it. So we're doing basically that, but so you should be familiar with it. And how did you make it? What did you do?
Again, he's kind of like vague on this. I took the material that was it was dark anyway, and I took it and I formed it into this.
Formed it with magic?
No, with needle and thread and sweat and tears for my wife.
Then how is it alive?
I don't know. It knew what I needed or something, maybe. I didn't ask questions. Why would I ask questions about a gift like this?
A horse's mouth, I see.
Had you dealt with the shop owner before? Do you know if you could spot him again in a crowd?
It's down in that crooked alley in the corner of the market. You just keep going past the, healing shop.
And when your wife disappeared, was she ill? We've noticed that there's been a number of ill people around the city recently.
No, she was never one of the ill. She was fine. She was perfect.
When did she go missing?
Why do you think she left or got taken?
She never left me. That's what they all say. She just got sick of me and my attitude. They all just ignore me, and if you don't have anything smart to say, you may as well just leave me here to whatever my fate is.
Damn, who wouldn't want to be married to you?
When did she stop being present in your company then?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw her? What was the last place you saw her? So we can establish a timeline. Is that smart enough for you?
It was 2 years ago, and everybody pretends it never happened. Like I was never married. And I don't know where she was. She went out. She always went out during the day, and then she never came home.
What did your wife do before?
What was her name?
I'll say taken. That too.
Leah. Her name was Leah. And he says this, like, tired.
What did Leah do? I'm sure there were a lot of things special about her to you, but was there anything in particular that might lead to her sudden disappearance?
She was a seamstress. Taught me everything I know.
Have a lot of people disappeared who have been, like, in this competition? Is that, like, a specific reason for targeting this competition?
There's just, they know something in their ivory houses and they know something. They regularly speak to the ruler on high. People don't just go missing with nobody knowing anything. And he's, like, just so angry, like, tiredly angry because the pain's starting to get to him. You can see him flinching, you know, where his body has been injured. You're not from here. You'll never understand. And as he says that, you hear noises from the back. Hey, what's going on in here then? And that's the end of the episode.
The end of the episode.
The episode.
Just the
This
Jules.
just sounds like a classroom.
Thank you so much for joining us on our adventure today. It was an intense one. We hope to see you here again soon. If you are listening to this podcast on the podcast app of your choice, maybe come along to a live stream to catch the action directly as it happens. We stream every second Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. NZDT, and we would love to see you there. Many amazing people are involved with the production of this podcast, and I'm very, very grateful for their hard work and dedication every single episode. So a big shout out to my partner in crime, Brad Zimmerman, editor of the polished episodes you hear and responsible for the original design of World of Isen. Thanks to Amy Ward Art over there in the chat, being glittery, being amazing, just, you know, being her usual awesome self, trying not to get too stabbed by sharp cat claws. We appreciate you over there. Thanks, Amy. And Samsara, thank you so much for constantly supporting the podcast, setting up our OBS and making sure that we look awesome. Thanks to Haunted Sandwich for the character art they designed for our sidebars, Ada Messer Photography for capturing our players in real life, and an Amy Ward Art one more time for some of the character art that she has provided for our players as well. We are proud members of Kiwi RPG, and we encourage you to visit their website to find other Kiwi creators that you need to know about. Go look up Kimu of Fakta o Aotearoa. Of course, this podcast would not be able to keep going without our Patreons who keep the lights on in Isen HQ, basically pay for our Riverside that we use, and all of the other bits and pieces like the website, which keeps all the pieces together. So we are very grateful for your support, and without any further ado and a few alterations to this list once again, thank you to Alex White Robinson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin, Sam Malcolm, Kay, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Squished, Malcolm Crowe is dead for the most of the Sixth Sense, Alexander Lickheights, Andrew Evans, Chaos the Fox, Ezekiel, Tara Borelli, Christian H, Disturbed One NZ says the real life When of the Forgotten says remember the forgotten. Well, he said meow, but we all know what he means. Lyndon Hood, Tom, hashtag Paul Smells, why can't you use beef stew as your password? Ailey, Erika Jane, Penny D, Aaron Gilgren, Moji, Tanielle the Tea Lady, Lady of the Tea, I'm a little teapot, sure and stout, here is my handle, here is my oh crap, that's another handle, I'm a sugar bowl, Liz from Time to Die, a D&D podcast, Paul, it's not Stroganoff, hashtag Tom Smells chalk.
Hey!
Thank you to all of our Patreons. I'm very glad we found out what happened to Danielle, the Tea Lady, Lady of the Tea. She didn't die in the middle of writing her Patreon name. Patreon cut it off, and I needed you guys to all hear that she's actually a sugar bowl, apparently. So thank you. You too can be a Fadie for as little as $2 a month. Join the exclusive Discord and become one of the fans I now consider friends. Before I go, I just wanted to remind you, if you have a hankering for more dice in your life, head on over to our partners, fanrolldice.com, and use the promo code FADEOISEN. You can get 10% off your entire order with a lovely little discount on us. Very handy right before the seasonal holidays of your choice, where we give other people things, usually in most denominations. Yes. Last but not least, big thanks to my players. I'm going to pass it over to them to tell you where you can find them on the socials, and maybe you too can listen along with your TikTok open your TikTok right now, so that you can capture those TikTok names just like I do. Take it away, Sidebars.
Kia ora again, Katie Pehekwe, how are you now? I still can't read or respond. I'm Jules. I have been Bardley. If you want to see me on social media, I am Jules Daniel on Instagram, and on TikTok, I am Jules Daniel NZ. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's me. Passing it on to you, Severin.
Oh, what up, everybody? On the TikToks, at Severin.piano, where I post various piano-y things that I do. I'm also on the Facebooks at Severin Comedy Person. I've actually posted a thing recently. It's an exciting time to be alive.
Nice.
Over to you, Erika.
Hi, I'm Erika. I play Taryn Grimm. I'm on social Instagram as Jayne. And do I drop the TikTok handle that I've never actually used, but actually just have the handle and follow these two people for?
And
everyone for Starry-Eyed Harpy, because that just sounded cool. Over to you, Jules.
I love that you're stressing out Amy Ward Art in the chat right now, who's like, Erika, you didn't give me that.
I didn't. I didn't know we were all saying TikTok handles, so this was a new first for me.
Erika didn't do her homework.
No.
Yeah. And I have been DM Jules. You can find me on most places as Jules from NZ. Actually, even my TikTok, which I recently started to only follow those two.
Same. That's the only reason why I have it.
And Amy also doesn't have it. So called Jules from NZ. And she's
So we both
literally
didn't do the
writing.
homework.
She's literally writing "damn it" in the chat right now.
I'll find it, Amy, and I'll send it to you. It doesn't have to go up, but you'll have it.
No, Amy, we didn't do our homework. But I do believe that you can follow Amy on Instagram because she doesn't have TikTok on Amy Ward Art. So go over there and look at her beautiful, beautiful Instagrams. Every time I look at her YouTube, her Instagrams, and everything where she does coloring in on these pages, these absolutely gorgeous, beautiful pages, it makes me feel calm and happy. So I just want everybody else to feel calm and happy as well. Yep. And I made Amy type her own links because she hasn't set herself up.
Amy, you didn't do the homework.
Oh dear.
Amy, you just put them in the chat.
Make yourself your own command, man. God. But no, she is absolutely amazing.
How the turntables turn.
There you go, Amy. I've submitted my homework to you.
What goes around
You can
comes
have that
around.
for later.
Oh goodness. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today. And hey, if you're out there and you're thinking I wanted to give my love to an NZ podcast and that's what brought you here because the hikoi that is on at the moment made you go, oh yeah, New Zealand's a thing. We're hitting the news absolutely worldwide. We're stoked that you're here. And the hikoi, power to the people. Yeah, absolutely big support for that. I think I can speak for everybody here on the podcast. Yep, they're all giving me the thumbs up to say that we are in complete support of everybody protesting right now. We believe that the treaty should be respected and culture should be kept as a treasure, as a taonga, and the Māori should be able
as a
to
gift.
have some form of their own governance. So very, very important that we respect
Never ceded sovereignty.
all of that. So yes, absolutely. So kia kaha, everybody out there, stay strong. Everybody out there, New Zealand's got your back. Aroha nui from us here at Fate of Isen.
Aroha nui.
So yeah,
Kia
all
ora.
right. So we're gonna get out of here, team. Thank you so much again for joining us.
See you later.
Ka kite ano. Aroha nui. Goodbye. We'll see you again soon. And we love you lots.
Yeah, just make sure you call your parents.
Cool, Severin.
Do it.
He did it. It's back.
It's back. We're so back.
It's back.
We never left.
All right.